I'm Joanne Banko, author and online educator at Let's Go Sew. Sewing silkies can be a challenge. I'm hoping to share some tips with you that's going to help you conquer that and find a better way to sew your silky fabrics. Silky fabric, what is it? It's anything that's slippery. It could be silk, it could be synthetic, but you know, it's kind of the fabric that moves and wiggles around when you're trying to sew with it. So let me give you a few tips right here at the table, and then we'll move over to the sewing machine in a minute. But tissue paper, that is one of the best tips I have ever learned for cutting out your fabric. So instead of just pinning, your fabric to your pattern layer, pin all the way through another layer of tissue paper, and when you cut through that, you'll have, see, a lot less wiggling. Use fine, sharp pins. I like these flat style pins. They're very fine and very sharp, or glass head pins. They work really well too. Test your interfacings. Silky fabrics just, they don't have a lot of weight to the actual fabric, so you want to be very careful to use interfacing that is not going to show through poorly to the right side, and you also want to make sure that that interfacing sticks really well. So I like to cut little swatches about 6 inches square and fuse it to scrap fabric, and then I go ahead and launder it the way I would normally launder the finished garment to see how it ends up on the outside. You'll find a variety of lightweight types and select that and see how it goes. Make sure your decision from there. What in the world do I have a piece of gray felt here for? Well, when you are working with silky fabric, again, there's times when you're going to be pinning pieces, you're going to be, working and dealing with those pieces during the construction. I find that a slippery table surface can help, again, be slippery there. So I like to work on a felt surface and just gives me a little bit more grip. Let's hang over to the machine here and take a look at what I'm doing with this straight stitch foot. I've got the regular foot off. I'm going to put the straight stitch foot on. And I've got a few seams already stitched here just to give you an idea. You can do a French seam. That is great for silky fabrics. We don't want a ridge to show through on the right side. So that's why I might not use a serger or a heavy overcasting stitch. I want something light. I can also do a hairline seam, and I can also do a bound seam with that. But a straight stitch works really nice with the special plate and special foot, because when we select that straight stitch then, it's going to make sure and not pull that fabric through the hole, and it's going to give us a really nice smooth seam. There you go. There's some tips for you for sewing with silkies.